Okay. I just woke up. I've been passing out. Like, second time it happened this week. Because I feel really sick sometimes and my body just. And this is the second time it's happened. So it's 7 o'clock at night at this point. And I'm gonna go check on my dog. My grandparents finally let her in the house. Also, I broke 2 of my toes. And I have to keep walking, so I have to teach myself how to walk with broken toes. So, I'll go ahead and show you my feet. I'm sorry about this. I don't like the way feet look either, but this is my regular foot. You can hear it. I can move all my toes. Straight. Not bruised. This is my broken foot. Now, this one I scraped. It's not broken. But if I go like this, I'm moving my foot. I can't move my toes anymore. No, it doesn't hurt, but I can't. I'm trying really hard to move it, and I literally just cannot move it. It's really frustrating. I started to notice that the reason that I'm having difficulties walking is because I can't fucking move my toes. So I can't make them like go straight. So I'm gonna tape them up and force them to be straight. And hopefully some medical tape right here. And hopefully I'll be able to walk. This is how I've been walking the past few days.
And they will say, they saw their hiking companion. They clearly saw.
Tattoo ding. There it is. She's out smoking a cigarette now.
When they were pulled purely as a response to public panic to mitigate vaccine hesitancy. Nevertheless, the point stands. Stories versus data.
I'm watching Professor Dave right now.
Thimerosal causes autism. Thimerosal hasn't been where the animals are. What do you over her? Where are the enemies?
I just got done with my Okay, this is what it looks like right now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the ink is like seeping out. But I think I'm gonna take that cover thing off. I'm at the art studio right now. This is where I saw my artwork. I'm making portraits for people today. This is the finished piece. I'm so happy with it, and oh yeah, I know it's I can feel that it's still broken, but like when it was broken before, the two middle toes were like sticking up like this, and I couldn't get them to go back down, so I was walking with a limp. But now I've gotten them to go back down, so I can walk, but it just hurts. Oh, they are on the wheel. Oh my gosh, guys. Where have you?
This bitch comes up with the flowers and gives them to me directly and says Happy Mother's Day. And I'm like, I'm not a fucking mom.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not that kind of mom, though. I don't got no pussy to birth.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure, bitch. I'm very fucking sure. You got me.
We're at a pumpkin patch right now with my family. It's in Alabama. Guys. Okay. Don't mind the music, but like, there's just been something that's fresh on my mind. I'm at work right now. So I get a text from the leader of mock trial. She says, I want you to meet me in the courtroom after class. And I said, okay. So I walked in there after class, and I see she's sitting down at the table, or one of the tables, and then there are two other people in the room. And it almost looked like she didn't expect me to be in there. She was like, she froze up. And so I was looking at her really confused because we had already established we were gonna do this. I walk in there. It's like, hey, she says, you know, you can sit here, you can sit here, you can sit next to me. I was like, I'm not sitting next to you. You are giving me very much like, I'm gonna attack you vibes. So I sit down in the jury box, and she starts out very awkwardly. The two other people in the room won't look at me. I can tell something is going on. And she was like, well, there's been a few things, and we just don't think the attorney role is right for you. And I have a very blunt way of dealing with people. So I said, okay, can you explain? And she said, well, yes. And then she proceeds to give me all these bullshit reasons that they really don't make any sense. If you just look at it objectively, she says, you know, you're just difficult to work with, you never take her criticism into account, blah, blah, blah. And she's making it up on the spot. And I say, I've changed my direct 8 times. You know that, right? Like, I've talked to you guys one-on-one. I've talked to her boyfriend is the one who's supposed to be giving me advice. And you know, I've talked to her boyfriend. He's giving me advice. I always take notes every meeting I go to, so then she cites this one obscure example where she says, well, during practice, you know, I told you to do this in court, and you said, well, I've seen it in court, so I'm just gonna do it anyways. And then I was looking at her like, girl, I did not say that. What is this, fill in the blank? Like, I said, I saw that in court. I did not say, I'm gonna do it anyways. That's you filling in the blank. That's you putting something there that was not there. And then she said, well, I think the way that you're talking to my boyfriend is just, it's inappropriate, it's unprofessional, like, he was a mentee, shouldn't be talking to him like that. And I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? We're all the same age. Well, you shouldn't be saying things like, you're pissing me off to someone who's supposed to be your mentor. Do you see how we all talk to each other? You sound crazy right now. This is not an office, please. And he talks to me casually. He doesn't talk to me like this is a professional relationship. So I don't know what her problem was.
Daniel, cash office, please. Daniel, cash office.
She goes, well, you know, you've missed a lot of meetings and you said you were sick this one time, blah, blah, blah. And there was that one time said you were out of town, but then I found out that you were in town. I was not in town, full stop. She goes, well, I got news. No, I wasn't in town. I wasn't. So then it's like, do you want me to go to the meeting this Friday? And she was like, well, if you want to. I was like, so I just walked out after that because it was unprofessional. It was giving very much mean girl energy. It was giving insecurity, jealousy, everything, like. And I know it's not because I'm underexperienced. I'm not difficult to work with, you know. But I was warned about her. Like, I met with someone else who was on the team last year, and he was like, "Yeah, she's not." Like, oh. So he was right. So anyhow, after that whole encounter, I just really began to think about my career. It's like, I mean, I've been on this whole lawyer kick for up to 2 years at this point. I went to Stanford Law School to practice law for a 2-week program in exchange for college credits. And you know, I'm gonna be honest, like, this is hard to admit, but my career is not my entire identity. It's kind of like I have a lot of other things. I've wanted to be an actor and a model and an activist and scientist, and I like volunteering with animals. I like being a part of the community. I like cleaning graveyards. I'm gonna go do that tomorrow. I like going out and meeting people with like going to random parties, random bands, and you know, I'm an artist and I play piano, and there's just so many things that I love doing besides being a lawyer. It's and looking back on it, are these really gonna be my colleagues? Are these gonna be the people that I'm working with? I mean, I thought we were supposed to be adults. I thought we were supposed to, you know, try and work with each other and not be petty and everything else. But, you know, being a lawyer is just, it's really just a fancy title at this point. After looking back on it, going to law school, I realized there were so many mean girls there, and after being in mock trial and seeing how two-faced that whole thing really was, I start to understand that, you know, there is this like moral wear down is the word I'm going to use, of just the erasure of your morality, really, your character. That I thought at one point that I could be a lawyer, but I could still be, good. I could still, I don't know, I could make a difference using the fact that I had a law degree and I could go into government and I mean, what's the point? What's the point? I think I'd be happy, or at least content, being a paralegal, because at least if I became a paralegal, it would not require law school. I don't need a law degree. I would just need internships and things of that nature. And even so, I would be satisfied being a teacher. I would be satisfied doing other things. And, like I said, I just have so many aspects to myself that, like this whole lawyer thing, I don't need it. I really don't need it. But it saves me money. I wouldn't have to go to Tallahassee because I was planning to go to FSU. I wouldn't have to do that. And yeah. So, oh my god.
It's a cat.
It's literally like almost 2 in the morning. But, I don't know, there's so many things going on in my life. It's a lot. I mean, I've always had awareness about myself, but coming into adulthood, and I've always been ready for this. Always. I've always been told that I'm more mature for my age. I'm act like an adult since I was probably 12, and so I don't have a problem with being 18, but I just have a problem with myself, and I know that there's something wrong with me. I know there's something wrong with me. I've always known that. And I don't know, I think it's just that everyone misunderstands me, and I can't say that I'm gonna kill myself because I've tried that before, and I don't have enough money saved up right now to leave behind for my family anyways. But it's kind of just like, what is the point of any of this? I'm really not useful for anything, and I don't know how to do anything either, and I don't have the motivation to do anything. I'm not strong enough to do anything really useful for this world. Some people said I shouldn't stopped trying because, you know, I had these admissions about the government and everything, but anyone can really do that, and I know I'm not useful for anything, so I just really just, you know, waste people's money and their time, and nothing good ever comes from it. And I don't think in the long run people are gonna miss me. And they might even realize that my absence is much better than my presence ever would have been. I don't want to overdose either, but I feel like the only way to even feel like a normal person is to take a bunch of my pills. And there was one time where, even though I had taken my medication that morning, I was at his house, and even though I had taken my medication that morning, I got really depressed about something, and it was really stupid. I knew it was stupid, and I didn't want to feel that way anymore, so I just took 2 more pills, and everything went away. And I know I could have gotten really sick, but I just didn't care, and I still don't care. I don't know what's gonna happen to me.